In this episode of the Expert Asset Webcast, I'm going to be talking to you about the freedom model and how you can scale your message, your vision, and reach more people whilst making more profit. Hello my friends, it's Rob here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the freedom model. Now this is a totally different way of thinking if you're an expert, a coach, or a trainer about how you structure your products, your programs, and your services. Now, with all the clients that I work with, I see a pretty familiar or pretty traditional issue, and that's the models you're operating are not scalable and they're not creating enough profit margin for you. Now, the majority of people operate one or two models. One is time for money, which is, as a coach, you might be charging yourself out at an hourly rate or even a daily rate. And the issue with this is it commoditizes you and it commoditizes your service. And the only thing that's ever going to happen is there's going to be a race to the bottom of the pricing stack, because when you are pricing yourself per hour or per a set time period, then really people are going to be price shopping you all over the place. Okay, so that's the issue with time for money. Now the second model that I see a lot of people moving towards is the sort of seminar and workshop model, and this is great. And you've probably been told that this is the way to leverage yourself and leverage your business. But even this to me, is not scalable unless you're really pivoting and seeing yourself as an events company or a full-on training company. Now these companies are resourced to do it because you need a lot more resources to run events, to run seminars. You need event staff, you need admin staff, you need premises, you need rooms, you need catering. You're going to be paying a lot more money to put on these events, and you're also going to have barriers for people to come. You're going to be time barriers, price barriers, travel barriers. That course of your workshop or your seminar is not the full cost to your delegate. So there's going to be a lot of barriers there, which of course makes it more difficult to scale. Now, I'm probably going to upset a lot of the gurus right now by saying that time for money or one-to-one and the seminar and workshop model is rapidly becoming outdated. Shock horror, I know, because everybody's probably been telling you that that's the way to scale. But I want you to have a look at this curve, which hopefully we're going to be able to get up on the screen, and it's the profit to effort curve. And you'll see what is in effect an inverted bell curve, where on the extremes you're going to be operating at a much higher profit for a much lower effort, whereas in the middle you're going to be at the tougher end of the spectrum, which is where your profit margins are going to be lower and your effort's going to be higher. Now, in that middle section are where one-to-one and physical workshops and seminars sit. And again, look, there's nothing wrong with this. I'm not saying you're not going to make profit. I'm just saying it's tough to scale and your profit margins are going to be lower. And it's also where all your competition is sitting. So you're competing with more people. Now, if you go to either end of that spectrum, on one end, I guess on the cheaper program end, where you got continuity, you got digital. These programs are infinitely scalable. If you have digital programs or you have continuity programs, they are infinitely scalable. You build it once or you deliver it once, and you can give it to 1, 10, 1,000, 10,000 people with no extra effort. So that's at the lower end of the implementation scale. Now, the higher end of the implementation scale, you go to premium price group coachings, masterminds, even professional services. Now, I'm not talking about agency model with these professional services. I'm talking more about you having some very premium price private clients that you have a done for you service with. Actually, it's the backbone of my business. I always have a maximum of 5 private clients at any one time. They're on a £2,000 a month retainer, and I do everything for them. I kind of work as a marketing director for them, and that's a fantastic model for really building the backbone of your business. But when you look at everything else, especially things like group coaching programs, and these are core premium price group coaching programs. Again, you could get, if you get one person on, you can get 10, you can get 20, you can get 50 people on that. It doesn't take you anything more to deliver. It's more scalable than the physical workshop environment. So here's my recommendation for you. Really as an expert looking to implement the freedom model into your business. I want you to think about how you can create a scalable core program, and a core program to me is premium price, and then having a infinitely scalable continuity program at the back end of that, because that's also going to get results for your students much better, for your delegates much more effectively. The issue with things like The workshop model is people come, they go to a workshop, they get in a room for a couple of days and it's great, they get all pumped up, and then they go back to work on a Monday morning and nothing gets done. The problem with one-to-one mentoring is you can only do so much, okay? And unless you're charging £20,000, £30,000 per year for one-to-one clients, you're going to struggle to scale that into high six-figure profit margins for yourself. So start with that core program, scalable, premium price. Follow up onto an infinitely scalable continuity program. This is the advanced freedom model that gets results. It's scalable, gets your message out there to as many people and gives you as much impact in the world as you can. And look, this is one of the reasons that I shut down my agency, V Media, a year and a half ago, because I didn't have the time or the energy to create those scalable models. And I was stuck in really, sort of very intense delivery model at the time, which was blowing me off course with my purpose and my vision, which is to reach 10,000 experts, coaches, and trainers, give them the skills to grow their own business. So I want you to think about how you can get the freedom model into your business. I'd love to know your thoughts on it, what models you're currently working. If you want to connect with me and I give more guidance, more trainings, and you can become part of the growing Expert Asset Builder community, please join my Facebook group. There's a link to it in this post. It's free. It is for trainers, coaches, and experts. Please join it and we can synergize, we can network, we can learn and grow together. So please click on that link and join the Expert Asset Builder group on Facebook. Otherwise, think about how you can implement the freedom model into your business, and I'll see you on the next webcast.